Hello everyone, Cesare here with more Final Fantasy XIV. Joining us today is, of course, Mearo. Mearo's gonna give us a wave. Hello, look at that. She looks so happy to see us. Okay, so, Mearo is standing in Ul'dah, as you've probably noticed, and it is almost nighttime, as per usual. But behind us is the well-heeled youth. Today we're going to start off with a little bit of a deviation from the main story and the Jobs class story, and we're going to talk to this well-heeled youth, who's going to lead us to our attraction for now. So I will voice him. So, a well-heeled youth on Emerald Avenue appears to have been the beneficiary of some good fortune and may not be averse to sharing it. It could happen to you. Be careful with those! Break anything and I shall be forced to deduct it from your salary! Beg pardon? What is my loyal manservant carrying? Why, a not-so-small fortune in prizes, ably won by yours truly in the gold saucer! You have heard of the gold saucer? Nay, ye gods, woman! You might at least try to keep up with the times. It's only the Sultan's newest and finest place of entertainment. Thrill to the sight of the majestic birds roaring down the straits at the chocobo pet races. Pit your wits against your peers at the triple triad tables. At the gold saucer one can do all this and more, and if you know what you're about, you'll walk out a wealthier woman than you entered. If there's a better place to shake off one's cares after a grueling day of promenading, I've never heard of it. Did I mention the prizes? But I dare say you'd rather discover them for yourselves. Yes, I'll wager you're wondering just how in Thal's good name you can experience the wonders of the gold saucer firsthand. Am I right or am I right? Ha! I thought as much. Well, this has been my lucky day. I don't see why it shouldn't be yours too. It just so happens... I just so happen to have a spare golden airship ticket, you see? Consider it a gift from me to you, milady. Just show the ticket to the fine lady over at the landing and you'll have a seat on the next airship bound for revelry and riches. Be fairly warned, though. You may expect no mercy from me, our paths cross at the triple triad tables. Nay, not so much as an ons. Ha ha ha! I got my golden ticket, so now I'm gonna run and trip on the stairs here and then sit there grabbing my knee for the next 30 minutes. Wait, why is the music changing to the gold saucer? That was weird. Anyway. So we're going up to the airship landing, and we are going to go take a flight to the gold saucer. Those of you who have played Final Fantasy VII or remember have played or at least remember my playthrough of Final Fantasy VII should know that the gold saucer is from Final Fantasy VII. And thank you, Intrigue. I realized it wasn't on because I hadn't turned it on yet on purpose. But can you see that?
Juba is ready, so I'm bringing him in.
Okay.
Call, and yes, I can.
Good, because you got a voice, Eleonora. So let me know when you're ready.
I am ready.
Hello, Juba. Thank you for muting.
Don't forget to turn on your fist.
I don't need to do that yet. Alright, so
Yeah, you
clicking.
do. This is the reception desk for flights bound for the Manderville Gold Saucer. Before proceeding, I must ask that you submit your ticket for inspection. You do have a ticket, yes?
Golden airship ticket allows the bearer passage on Highwind Skyways private charter flights to and from the Manderville Gold Saucer.
It appears that everything is in order. An airship will be departing shortly before the next bell. Shall I reserve a seat for you?
Travel to the Gold Saucer. Yes! Alright, so we're going to the Gold Saucer. Juba, we're going to be doing the event, the special short-time event, so make sure you're available to do some voicing for me.
Yep, I've got everything freed up now, so.
Excellent. Look at that Gold Saucer. In the distance.
Also, Juba knows the secrets.
I have a page up that
I know
tells
the
me where
secret
they
of
all
doing
do.
it fast.
Yeah. I did this already on my main, obviously. But,
Chocobo shat in the stables. I need to clean it up.
I'm gonna go hide in the gold saucer now.
even the music is the same as the gold saucer from FF7. Yeah, triple triad. You know, I don't recall seeing very many children NPCs here. We did it! We made it! Hello, Poochie Woochie. Now I RP walk throughout the gold saucer. I'm probably not going to do that.
RP walk the entire event.
The Mandervale gold saucer, now accessible. Alright, so the question is, do I have to do all these opening things first, or do I,
By the way, Mearo, your sword-in thread looks very pretty.
I thought so. It's Mini Mearo. Alright, let's talk to the airship ticketeer. This is silly. World of Wonders. The attendant at the airship landing seems eager to welcome you to the gold saucer.
Welcome, honored guest, to the Manderville Gold Saucer, where your wildest dreams are ever but a card or a chocobo's beak away from coming true. If this is your first visit, nothing would please us more than to give you a full tour of our establishment, that you might enjoy its wonders to the fullest. At the conclusion of the tour, it is our custom to offer our esteemed patrons a complimentary gift straight from the vaults of our illustrious proprietor himself. Consider it Master Manderville's way of personally thanking you for your patronage. Should you wish to take the tour, pray proceed to the main counter over the air and speak with the receptionist. On behalf of the management, may I take this opportunity to thank you for choosing the Gold Saucer. Rest assured, my colleagues and I will spare no effort in seeing that your visit is a pleasant and profitable one. May fortune smile upon you.
Are you doing this too, silly?
Yeah.
Excellent. Alright, Juba, you can be the gold saucer attendant here. The Mikoto.
Welcome, traveler, to the Gold Saucer. This is the main counter where you can purchase tickets for the mini Cactbot, acquire and redeem Manderville Gold Saucer points, and much, much more. But what in the world are Manderville Gold Saucer points, I hear you cry? A most astute question, and one which I shall only be too happy to answer. But first, if I may direct your gaze to the left. Beyond those majestic gates, you will find Chocobo Square, home to Chocobo Racing Circuit. What Chocobo owner has not dreamed of pitting their fleetest bird against the realm's finest in a pulse-quickening dash for fame and fortune? Truly, it is the sport of sultans. And should you desire a more elaborate contest of strategy, you will surely find it in Minion Square, at the Lord of Verminion tables, where would-be generals pit armies of minions against one another in battles of honor and glory. Now, where were we? Ah, yes, Manderville Gold Saucer points. Put simply, MGP, as we call it for short, is the currency by which dreams are bought and sold within these halls. But my associate here beside me can tell you more, including how to go about acquiring some MGP of your very own. Pray speak with him to continue your tour.
Okay. How are you doing today, Poochie Woochie? So, you're about to experience the wonders of the gold saucer for the first time! How I envy you! But before you venture forth, you'll want to exchange a share of your guild for MGP, a service that is my great honor to provide. With MGP in your coin purse, you'll be able to enjoy all of the fabulous attractions we have to offer. and all of the wonderful games. If you play them with skill, you'll find your little stack of points increasing 10, 20, even 100-fold. Now that you know the fundamentals, you're ready to step out onto the floor of the Gold Saucer. Your tour will continue at Card Square to the southwest. The card trader there will be your guide. I would, of course, be happy to exchange some of your gil for MGP before you venture on. While my associates and I strive to leave nothing unexplained, there truly is no substitute for first-hand experience, and I heartily recommend trying your hand at our many amusements for yourself. There's a gate going on. Let's go run up there and do that first. Alright, so a gate is just like a fate. Yes, I know. They, only occur in the Gold Saucer, though. They're supposed to be primarily for fun. And this one is called Cliffhanger. Basically, we have to get to the top of this mountain where people are running and avoid bombs. So let's see if I can do it. To do it, we're gonna first click the Aethernet shard here so I can teleport here. That's true, Poochie. I can't wipe in here. But I can lose at events, so that helps. Alright, silly, voice this.
Look! A poor defenseless chocobo hatchling has wandered her way up the cliffs of Mount Coral and is now trapped at the top. I would save her myself, I would, but I am no alpinist and, as a Lalafell, have severe aversion to heights. That, and there appears to be a gang of unruly goblins tossing granados at any would-be rescuer. Is there naught you can do, wealthy kind adventurer?
I have no MGP.
Oh, whoops.
I guess I should have bought some MGP.
How much time is left in the gate? Do we have time?
Yeah, shit.
Probably.
8 minutes.
Okay, I went the wrong way.
Mearo is good at this. I've never succeeded.
I just finished the Anyway the Wind Blows one last night for the first time.
I've finished that one 4 times, I think. Okay, I think it's
On the left-hand side.
the MGP
Gold Saucer
exchange.
attendant. No, it's this person, Gold Saucer attendant.
Really? Because I could give this guy
Oh, wait.
Gil.
Whoops. Well, I was looking at the wrong thing. Trying to look in the wrong direction. Okay. I want all the MGPs.
Actually,
500
I'll get a
MGP.
100 in case I fail. You know what? Let's just go 500. Why not?
Do it. Go all in.
I think it's just one-time payment and then from there.
I don't recall.
Yeah, so.
PM at Buttlass is right there. She's a mammotheer. Alright. So, we're gonna climb Mount Coral now.
It's day.
Okay.
I like
So-
the Novice Network.
Nope. So basically, we gotta run around here while bombs are exploding around us. Goodbye,
Oh
Silly.
no! How do I go back up? I forgot.
Just talk to the NPC again.
Oh, it's all the way over here. I beat out some of those other bombs, but not quite.
Jesus, Mearo.
Shit.
Can I make it?
At least it didn't fall all the way down.
Yeah. That's happened before.
Oh, what is that? That's so stupid. I was there, and I was like out of LOS of the bomb.
3,000 MGP right off the bat. Enemy at the gate. Unlocked. First achievement for Mearo. Alright. Hey, what happens at the saucer stays at the saucer. That's right. Alright. So yeah, that's a gate. Anyway, you hang out up here and they're just little events that you'd find, kind of like what you'd find at an amusement park, but with more bombs. Hey look, Pima, did you see who just ran by you? Look at my stream. Or look at who I'm targeting.
Cactor.
No. Click on me and
Oh,
look at him.
you know?
You know, Gasai. Alright.
They are no match for me.
Anyway. Ethernet shard. Okay. Here's another one. We're gonna go talk to the, Triple Triad people. Alright, Piamet, this is a lady. Are you ready?
Yeah. Well, aren't you just the sweetest thing? Welcome to Card Square, home of the Triple Triad tables. What's Triple Triad, you ask? Why, only the mind-bending, pulse-pounding, maddeningly Moorish card game that's taken the realm by storm. But don't take my word for it. Behold. Can you...
I think you muted yourself.
Can you not feel the tension in the air? Form a hand of 5 cards and play the role of a field general sending your bravest into battle. Should you wish to learn the rules and experience the excitement for yourself, you need only ask. Start today, and we'll even throw in some complimentary cards to help you on your way. You can face off against a single opponent at any time, or if you crave an even greater test of your skills, take part in one of our regular tourneys. And believe me when I tell you, there's no feeling quite like standing triumphant on the battlefield after vanquishing all comers. You really should try it. A minute to learn, a lifetime to master, that's Triple Triad. But I'm getting carried away. You have a tour to finish. Wonder Square is your next destination. Not that there's any hurry, of course. If you'd like to play a hand or two before you go, you need but say the word.
Alright, we're gonna talk to this dude. Actually, I think this is a lady as well. It is, she has Mearo hair.
Triple Triad is taking Eorzea by storm. Care to try your hand at this entrancing new card game? And so another challenger is born. Welcome to the world of Triple Triad, where you pit your cards against an opponent in a tense battle of skill, strategy, and the odd dose of luck. Here at the Manderville Gold Saucer, I am pleased to present only players with the cards they need to get started. To play a match, however, first you'll need to build a deck composed of 5 cards from your registered card list. Oh, and I suggest speaking with a nearby Triple Triad trader should you wish to expand your card collection.
You are now able to challenge opponents to Triple Triad matches. New cards can be obtained from a number of sources, including Triple Triad Trader, victory spoils from winning matches, and prizes from Triple Triad tournaments. Play against Triple Triad Master to learn the basic rules of the game before you can begin. However, there are several steps that must be completed. First, you must use the cards in your inventory to register them to your card list. Your card list can be reviewed via the Gold Saucer options found under your character in the main menu. Next, access your card decks, also located within the Gold Saucer options, and build a deck by selecting 5 cards from those you have registered. Speak with the Triple Triad Master once your deck is ready, and she will engage you in a tutorial match. Okay, I'm not going to fight it right now, though. We got other things we got to do.
Oh, thanks.
Okay, so our next objective here is to go play the mini cactbot, because I just won 3,000 thing here. Scratch it rich. Welcome, welcome, fair traveler! Care to test your luck with a mini cactbot ticket? Yeah. Splendid miss, now allow me to explain. Mini cactbot is a game of chance, available to you thrice every day. Playing its simplicity itself. Just guess the value of the covered numbers to win it big. If Nimia's Grace is with you, you'll be rewarded with Mandeville Gold Saucer points galore. So miss, do you feel lucky? You can now purchase up to 3 mini cactbots per day. The counter for mini cactbot tickets resets daily at 11 a.m. Each mini cactbot has 9 slots arranged in a 3x3 grid. Each slot is randomly assigned a number from 1 to 9. When you purchase the ticket, a single number will be revealed. To play, uncover any 3 other numbers based on that information. Guess the sum of each line. Finally, select a single line. The payout of MGP will depend on the total sum that you have chosen. Alright, let's see how bad I do at this. Come one, none, come all! Drawing number 1014 of the mini cactbot is here! Care to try your luck with a ticket, miss? Alright, let's do it. Let's try this one. I got 116.
Yay. That's my strategy. Always click the center one if it's not open.
Indeed. So should I go this, or this, or this?
The one with the 3 in it. By itself.
I got 87.
Sorry.
Alright, okay. Alright, third. Alright, let's try this. There we go, 16,000!
Hey.
We won it big, 16,000. We've got Dream Small 2 already. We have a winner! Please accept my congratulations and your prize of 16,000 MGP. And remember, there's always more to be won on the morrow. Alright. That was exciting.
You also got a second achievement too.
I did. I got what happens in the saucer too. Which is... once it loads. There you go. Earn 10,000 MGP at Gold Saucer attractions. Earn 100,000 MGP at... okay, so that's different. But the mini cactbot achievement is... there, Dream Small. Win a cumulative total of 10,000 from the MGP. I actually just got this on my main. Okay. So, where is this NPC I am looking for? Ah, the gatekeeper. Alright, this is a lady. Need me to reset their share?
You look lost, honey. Why don't I show you around? It'll be nice to talk to a woman for a change. Feast your eyes on Wonder Square. From gripping games and awe-inspiring attractions to the finest in fine dining and the freshest of refreshments, there's no end to the wonders housed within these halls. And let's not forget the most wondrous of them all, El Coloso, as we lovingly call our mammoth cactuar mascot, is the star of some of our most popular events. Suffice it to say, you won't want to miss them. Now, I know what you're thinking. With everything going on at the Gold Saucer, how can I ever hope to keep up? But you needn't worry. My fellow gatekeepers and I will always be on hand to see that you don't miss a thing. For the continuation of your tour, I've been instructed to direct you into the waiting arms of my colleague, Lita, at the Cactpot board. She's one of our most popular girls, and once you meet her, I'm sure you'll understand why. Well, ta-ta for now.
And that is where we will be heading. Before we start this event. And up we go! Alright.
You have your dodo out.
We're mainly just doing what we do in main cities, where we're collecting Aether net, but at the same time I'm doing the tour, so you guys have a good idea of what's happening along the way. Hey, there's another one here, what the heck? I didn't know there was 2 in this area. This is news to Mearo. Hello, Mini Mearo.
I'm borrowed for Swift Song when we need it.
Alright, where is my... Okay, so there's one upstairs, but there's also one Ethernet over here, so let's go get that one.
remember what a pain it was for me to originally collect all of these.
Oh?
Yeah,
There's a lot of elves sitting on the stairs.
I'm not good with multiple levels and dimensions.
I am.
That was a Lalafell kid.
I'm a one-dimensional gal.
You're-
Gal.
So you're only length or width?
Yeah.
Alright, here's Valeda.
Oh, there you are, my darling. I've been waiting for you. I'm Valeda, and I'd like to personally welcome you to Event Square. The most spacious of all the areas of the Gold Saucer, Event Square is a veritable cornucopia of pleasure and delight. Doubtless the sizable stage in the middle of the square has caught your eye. That is the scene of some of our most sensational attractions, so don't be shy about taking center stage. And after the curtain has fallen, why not try changing your life forever? At the Jumbo Cactpot, all you need is a handful of MGP and a head full of dreams. Just choose 4 numbers and cast your hopes to the heavens. You never know just when Lamia will smile down upon you. Now, as much as I've enjoyed getting to know you, I'm afraid it's time for us to part. The next and final leg of your tour takes you to Round Square. Don't think too hard about the name, my darling. Even I'm not sure it's supposed to make sense.
Alright, this is also a lady.
Welcome to the Jumbo Cockpot, where the eraser of your dreams is only 4 digits away. Can I tempt you with a ticket, miss? Excellent. Let me enlighten you as to how it all works. First, you purchase a Jumbo Cockpot ticket from me. You then pick your 4 lucky numbers, any from 0 to 9 that tickle your fancy, and inscribe them upon your ticket. After that, simply wait till we announce the winning number to see if you have any matches. Check your digits from last to first. The more matches you have, the more Manderville Gold Saucer points you'll win. If all your numbers match, then ding ding ding, you've hit a jackpot. You'll receive an embarrassingly large number of MGP and an extravagant prize besides. And with the Jumbo Cactpot, the more participants there are, the grander the prizes become. Just imagine how many MGP you'll stand to win if all your friends and allies join in the fun. When the time comes to draw the winning number, look no further than the lovely Cactpot cashier. She will provide you with everything from first prize to consolation points. Last but not least, I will be here to assist you day or night if you are ever at a loss.
You can now purchase Jumbo Cactpot tickets. The winning number for this lottery will be drawn every Saturday at 10 p.m. Earth time. After drawing, you will have until 10 p.m. the following Saturday to claim your prize. Once this 1 week period ends, please be aware that you will be unable to claim any prizes from the previous drawing. Alright, so we're going to buy a Cactpot ticket. Alright, I'm going to pick the first number. Silly, give me the second number. Let's go with 6.
I was just hit random and pick one that doesn't have all the numbers.
Yeah, Silly, pick second number.
3.
PM at third number.
9.
Juba, fourth number.
6.
Okay, this is a very interesting number, but I suppose it could happen.
No set of numbers is more likely to be drawn than any other set.
Oh my fucking god, Mini Mearo.
What? What?
Mini Mearo has Nanamo on her head.
Of course, always.
Alright, here we go. The last leg of our tour before we start the event, and then we'll go back to the main story. Alright, this is a Lady Lalafell.
Are you the first-time visitor I was told to expect? 1,000 welcomes to the Gold Saucer and 1,000 welcomes to Round Square. How can a square be round, you ask? I'm not sure I understand the question. Moving on to more important matters. Is that lofty peak not a sight to behold? That is Mount Coral, the main attraction here at Round Square. One of our most thrilling events pits our customers against each other in a challenge to see who can most swiftly scale its heights. I tell you, the view from the summit is a sight to behold. And that concludes your tour of the Gold Saucer. While I'm sure you're eager to start enjoying yourself, pray do not forget to turn to the main counter and claim your complimentary gift.
Alright, so there's an event going on right now in the Gold Saucer that gives to plus 50%, I think, to all of your MGP gains, which is pretty awesome. But there's also another event that actually taking place right now that is just over here. We ran by the NPC earlier. It's that swirly arrow circle dude here, Olier. I think I will voice Olier, and I'll pick out people as we go along. This quest contains branching sections, and during certain portions you will receive no guidance from the journal or duty list. You will need to read the text carefully and decipher the clues to determine your next course of action. Furthermore, the conclusion of the quest will differ depending on the choices you make. However, the rewards will remain the same. And then there were some. Olier seeks a volunteer for a golden opportunity. We hope you are enjoying your time at the Gold Saucer, Madame. I am Olier, and these are my fellow attendants. Forgive my presumption, but you appear to be one of that craves amusement, and we have an opportunity that is sure to sate your appetite. You see, we are devising a number of new attractions, which promise to entice even more patrons to our establishment. We would offer you the chance to partake in these delights before anyone else in Eorzea. We only ask that in return that you provide an earnest judgment of our offerings, so we might use that to refine the final product. A fair trade, I believe so. Do we have an agreement, Madame? He was like, yeah, fuck yeah. Splendid! Lord Mandeville shall know of your contributions. Now, if you would just follow... Let you be a man. You're muted. A scream? It came from above. Quickly, we must help! Alright, let's go above.
I'd like to point out that Mearo and I actually look the same right now.
Excellent. I saw Juba.
Luckily, this is repeatable.
Yeah, so Pima, you should be doing this at the same time.
I am.
Alright, I'm gonna talk to Olier now. Mistress Flurry! What happened? You muted.
No, he can't be. Please, no. It happened in a flash, it did. We were enjoying their meal together, happy as ever, when without warning, Master Gruncord kneels over as if a chocobo just bucked him in the belly. Now, I'm no Trojan, but I don't reckon he'll be getting back up.
You don't mean... He's dead? That's you, silly.
Olier, what is the meaning of this? You know we do not abide drunkards dozing on the floor. I demand an explanation.
Master Roland! Why, yes, of course. We have only just arrived, but appears Gonquad collapsed suddenly during his meal. Given his current state, I can't imagine overindulgence was the cause. No, such a passing points to something more sinister. Master Roland, I believe this was no natural death. I believe Gonquad was poisoned.
Poisoned? By the 12, a murder in our midst. We must act swiftly. I want the perpetrator in shackles. And it would seem you already have a capable aide. The profession of adventurer demands some aptitude at deduction, certainly. What was your name, friend? Well then, Mistress Mearo, what say you? Will you aid us in bringing a criminal to justice?
Mistress Prentice to you.
Excellent. Ollier, you may have my leave to put your current duties on hold. I grant both of you the title of interim inspector, and you shall have my full support in your inquiry.
We shall not disappoint. Now, Mistress Prentice, let us step back and take a stock of the situation. Assuming Gonquad was poisoned, I gather there are only 3 people who had the opportunity, if not the motive, to do this discreetly. Zanafa, who served Gonquad his food, Lyle, who prepared his libations, and lastly, while I shudder to entertain such a possibility, we must also consider Gonquad's wife as suspect, as I can only assume she was close to him throughout the meal. Considering the gravity of the crime, we must avoid making any hasty accusations before we have a clear understanding of what transpired here. To that end, our first course of action should be to question each of the suspects. Mistress Prentice, I entrust that task to you.
And for my part, I shall summon the brass blades forthwith. I trust the culprit will be unmasked and ready to be apprehended upon my return.
Juba, you get to be Lyle. Alright, we are going to talk to Lyle first. Did Juba disappear on us?
I don't know.
Yep. I was muted still. You suspect me of poisoning Master Gonquad? Preposterous. I would never commit such an atrocious act, let alone against one of my most loyal customers. I won't stand for such baseless accusations.
Excellent. We're talking to Flory next.
My husband's body is still warm and you accuse me of his murder? I have no words.
And lastly, Zanafa.
You can't think I'm a murderer. You can't. I just carry the food and drink is all. I don't even touch it.
Alright, now back to Ollier. I must admit, that wasn't as helpful as I'd hoped, and I fear pressing our suspects further would only earn us their ire. We need not lose heart, however, as there are other avenues available to us. No crime is perfect, and even the most meticulous criminal leaves behind some trace of evidence. I am confident that if we search every corner of the Gold Saucer and question every person within, the answer to this mystery will come together in due time. Of course, our suspects cannot be left alone. I shall remain here and ask that you make a thorough search of the Gold Saucer. If you uncover aught you wish to discuss, return here and I will lend what aid I can. Scattered throughout the Gold Saucer are clues that will aid you in uncovering the identity of Gonquad's killer. Obtain them by speaking to the denizens of the Gold Saucer and investigating any suspicious items. You may speak to Ollier to discuss what you have uncovered. Let no scrap of evidence escape you. And piece together the puzzle of Gonquad's fate. Alright.
I like how they're trusting us with this, and we have no previous experience being a cop or anything. Just here, you figure out who did it.
Well, we're the adventurer. The adventurer.
Okay, where's the tray? Isn't there supposed to be a tray? There it is.
Right here.
Just hadn't loaded yet for me. Alright, serving tray. The plate Zanafa served Gonquad. A pungent odor of bitter spirits is almost overpowering. Remember this information well, for it may prove crucial to your inquiry.
I'm ready. I'm ready to tell who the murderer is.
Alright, let's go talk to Northern
It's white.
Storm. Northern Storm, that can be you too, Juba. You inquire about the late Gonkard and the circumstances surrounding his demise.
Gonquard loved to drink, especially when his wife weren't with him. Had a bit of trouble keeping his hands off the servers while in his cups, though. And having Zanafa around made it worse. Girl didn't seem to mind, though. I suppose the extra coin they paid didn't hurt. I imagine his wife would have given him an earful if she ever found out.
Remember this information well, for it may prove crucial to your inquiry.
Can we go do Time of My Life?
I really don't want to.
Please, please?
I don't like Time of My Life. It's like my least favorite fate here.
I'm gonna go do it. You gotta show your stream Mearo dance.
I don't even know how to do this one.
It's easy, plus I'll tell you what the answers are. And Day is there.
Alright, we'll take a brief pause here. Consummate choreographer. I can sense by the way you thrust your pelvis and strut across the hall that the gods created you for one purpose, and that purpose alone, to dance! Will you not join my troupe of performers on stage and show the world your talent? You'll need only mimic the motions of the lords and ladies of the dance, and I shall make you a star. Alright. I have no idea how to do this.
Do you want me
First
to
day.
tell you the emotes as they happen?
Sure.
Okay.
Oh, there's something on my screen here.
Yeah, you get a new bar, and you can practice the emotes to see what they look like.
Where's the Lalafell?
They don't show up until it starts, which is
Why
really
not?
unfair. Yeah.
Entry for the main stage event are now closed. Those wishing to observe the show are welcome in the event square.
Lalafell, Lalafell.
Watch
There's
carefully.
no Lalafell.
There's no Lalafell.
We examine self. Stagger. Stretch. And stretch. So now you examine self,
Oh,
stagger,
I did it wrong.
stretch, and stretch.
Doesn't seem fair that there's no Lalafell.
I've had that happen. Where there's been like no Makoti or something.
Stretch.
Stretch. Examine self. Stagger.
Thumbs up.
Thumbs up.
There you go. I did it.
Yay.
Allow the motions to flow through your body.
Examine self. Stretch. Deny. And left.
The cool thing is, once you get 12, you don't have to get any of the other ones right. I mean, 10.
Oh, I'm not at 10 yet.
Oh,
I'm at 9.
left. Stretch.
Shot.
Short. Yeah. Deny. So left. Stretch. Short. Deny.
There we go.
The Lalafell deny is very funny.
Perfect score.
I had 13 out of 16.
Good enough.
Good enough.
It's been a pleasure, my friend. I look forward to our next performance together. I got another 3,200. Alright.
The first time I ever did this, there was no rod, and it made me never want to do it again. And then
Aw.
I didn't do it again for a long time.
Okay.
Okay,
Sorry
so
for the diversion, but
Where's Mearo?
that's the one I find the easiest.
I'm looking for the NPC that I'm looking for. Is it this Hesden guy? No, it's the guy over by the Moogle Pot, right? Hitchcock.
Calling Mini Mearo.
Hitchcock.
Don't follow me because I can't tell who is where because I don't have party frames set up.
I'm
to
over
show
by
you
the Moogle
who are
Claws.
in parties are in different colors.
Moogle.
Directly across on the other side of the stage from you.
Okay. Yes, I see.
Are you wearing an onion hat? No, that's Nanama. Okay. Silly, you can be Hitchcock.
It's not.
You inquire about the late Gonkard and the circumstances surrounding his demise.
I saw the whole sorry affair from a nearby table. Nearly choked up on my own food at the sight, I did, but I acted quickly. I knew at once that foul play was afoot, so I stole away with the glass from which Gonkard took his last fateful sip. Now, I was only acting in your best interests. What if this was lost, or worse? I'm familiar enough with mysteries to know an inspector must always think one step ahead of her quarry. Here, take the glass. I have an inkling you might need it.
The glass is empty, but a faint, sweet odor still remains. Remember this information well, for it may prove crucial to your inquiry. Alright.
Alright.
I believe there's one more in this area.
Yeah, I don't remember what else is here, though. Are they upstairs? The cackpot?
Upstairs. Yeah, it's a catpot lady.
I'm slow.
Okay, which person is it? Valletta? Alright, Payment, you get the voice Valletta.
Okay.
You inquire about the late Gonkard, blah blah blah, we've done that.
If you ask me, Lyle's the last person I'd suspect of murder. Someone so serious wouldn't be so rash. Can't say the same for Snafa, though. Not that I think she has it in her to kill someone, of course. She just hasn't been at the saucer long enough for me to get to know her.
Alright. So that piece of information is that person doesn't know her.
There's two more in the back at the beginning. Where
Yeah.
we started.
Where's the, is there anything in the round square?
Not that I. Oh yes, there is one thing in the round square.
Okay. Is that where the vial is, or?
No, the vial's in a hallway.
Okay. Alright, so what am I looking for here in the round square? Let's see.
It's a costume.
Senor Sabatender?
It's like
Oh.
Senor Dean.
I see it. It's just a costume here. Thankfully, the crumpled up figure before you is not another victim, but merely a disguised Senor Sabatender costume. A sickly sweet fragrance hangs in the air, and the scene makes you uneasy, as if you caught a glimpse of something no one was meant to see. Remember this information well. Alright. Shake that booty,
Two
yes.
people in entrance. Two people in entrance and one in the triple triad area.
Okay, I just need to find the vial first.
It's the hallway between Wonder and the Cactpot area.
Okay, I'll go get that after then. Okay.
And here we need to talk to Jorcel and one of the people over at the entrance, Evelina.
Where's the NPC in here?
Not in there.
Over here.
Oh, she was over here. Oh, I see. Parchment.
Oh, the parchment. Yeah, that's what I was looking for. Okay. A piece of crumpled parchment lies conspicuously on the floor. Upon closer inspection, you see a message written in a precise hand. To the king, you know what must needs be done. Succeed, and you shall be rewarded handsomely. From the Rook. Why is the Rook trying to reward the king? That doesn't make any sense. Alright. Next guy's in the entrance.
Evelina, right here.
Oh, okay. So right by the entrance. Gotcha. That's a lady.
Master Goncourt came here most days, sometimes alone, sometimes with Mistress Fleury. They seemed like such a happy pair. It is heartbreaking that we'll not see them walking cheerfully through the saucer any longer.
Remember that information. Alright. So now I just need to get the vial, right?
I'm not remembering any of this.
There's
You've
also
got
another
Jorcel
person to
over
talk
here.
to.
Oh, Jorcel, yes. Alright.
And then one more person up over by the crime scene.
You inquire, blah blah blah. He was poisoned? By the gods, Goncourt and his wife were in such high spirits when I passed by the Mandeville Lounge earlier. To see them laughing cheerily at the antics of that Senior Sabatender, I would have never imagined such a tragic turn of events. Okay. There's another person up above.
Yeah, the Lala fell next to Northern Star.
Oh, okay. I'll get this vial first then. Is the Lalafell a boy or a girl?
Boy.
I think a boy?
It's a Lalafell.
Tucked away next to the pillar is a small phial drained of its contents. However, a sweet scent still lingers within. Remember this information well, for it may prove crucial to your inquiry. Okay. So, with that found, we're going to go talk to the Lalafell upstairs, and then solve our mystery. Kokomui? That? Alright, so you can be Kokomui.
I saw Goncourt around the Cacpot board often enough to call him a comrade in arms against chance. Luck seemed to always favor him, though, filling his coin purse while leaving mine lighter by the day. Well, I suppose everyone's fortunes reverses in time, eh?
Okay, so this is the that's all of them?
Yeah, that is all of them.
Alright, so now we're gonna go back and talk to Olier. You've returned at last! Your inquiry has uncovered ample clues, and now it is up to us to make sense of them. Unless you've already have, of course. Elsewise, I would be happy to mull over this evidence with you. Alright, so I say the killer is among us, or I'd just like to discuss the evidence?
Discussing the evidence, you can go over every little piece and...
A prudent choice. Considering the magnitude of the crime, we must pore over every piece of evidence before making accusations. So what shall we discuss? The scrap of parchment. A crumpled scrap of parchment upon which the following words were writ. To the king, you know what must be done. Succeed and you shall be rewarded handsomely. From the Rook. Ominous titles for an ominous letter. Who could these two characters be? The empty file. Ah yes, an empty file found discarded on the staircase. You would say you detect a sweet aroma from within, yes? Then what could it have possibly contained? The plates and affa served. The plates and affa served the couple was rank with the bitter smell of a strong spirits. Perhaps Goncourt was particular to such libations. Still, even our strongest drink would not cause so sudden a death as his. Northern storms. Ah, Northern storm. the Rogadin eyeing these proceedings so intently. His gaze makes me slightly uneasy, but he did shed some light on Gonkard's time alone at the Gold Saucer. It would seem our victim had a habit of imbibing, particularly when his wife was absent, which led me to wandering hands and a loose tongue, especially when Zanafa was around. I cannot help but wonder what Mistress Flurry would thought of all this, or if she even knew. Kokomui's statement. That Lullafell seems to have taken a keen interest in how this affair will play out. Nonetheless, he provided us valuable insight into our victim's favorite pastime. Kokomui and Gonkard shared the love of the cactpot board, though fortune often favored the latter, leaving him with the excess of MGP. In a place like the Gold Saucer, it is plain how such luck could incite envy, or worse. Jocel's statement. Jocel happened to pass by the Manderville Lodge just before Gonkard was killed. He was among the last few to see the victim alive and well. He spied one of our very own Senor Sabatenders entertaining the couple with its whimsical poses. Not an unusual sight in the Gold Saucer, to be sure, but I'm certain not many expected to be followed by tragedy. Abelina. Abelina has long been greeting the Gold Saucer's patrons, and is privy to their comings and goings. Gonkard was no exception. He would often be accompanied by Flurry, as one would expect, but more surprising, however, is the revelation that he would sometimes come on his own. One cannot help but wonder what activities poor Gonkard indulged in when his wife was not present. Hitchcock. Hitchcock's story itself did not give us much value, but, speaking to him, proved worthwhile nonetheless. He was dining next to the ill-fated couple when tragedy struck. And whether it be by foresight, as he claims, or some morbid impulse, he snatched up the glass by which Gonkard took his last sip. Of course, it would have been preferable to find the evidence undisturbed, but I suppose we should be grateful to come into possession of it at all. I can detect a sweet aroma. It seems so familiar, but for the life of me I cannot recall why. Valeda's statement. Valeda spends her days behind the cactpot board counter and is well acquainted with most of the Gold Saucer staff. She seems certain of Lyle's innocence, but admitted to knowing too little about Zanafa to speak on her character. I appreciate her honesty. It would be a shame if an uninformed judgment led us to accusing the wrong person. The discarded Senor Sabatender costume. The secret of the Saucer Sabatenders comes out at last. Who could be so careless as to leave a costume out in the open? Nonetheless, it may prove to be a vital piece of this puzzle. The sweet odor you say hung in the air is most unusual, if we could but ascertain its origin. Okay. Now,
You kind of tell now from going through that you can see where this is going to turn out.
the killer is among us, and I know who it is. Such confidence! Nevertheless, this is a grievous crime with a grievous punishment, so the burden is on us, the inspectors, to explain our reasoning before making acquisitions. And so, Mistress Princess, I would ask that you walk us through how you came to your conclusion. The conclusion of this quest will differ depending on the choices you make in the following sequence. However, the rewards will remain the same. Are you ready to explain your reasoning? Yeah. Very well. Then we should start by answering the most elementary question. How was Gonkard poisoned? The poison was mixed in his drink. So it was by the drink that killed him. Of course. An astute judgment. But why not the food? How can you be certain Gonkard's beverage was poisoned? Because that's how I'd poison someone. Everyone knows poison dissolves more readily in liquid. You only need smell as glass. The sickly sea scent is unmistakable. It's poison. I think that's the one I should pick. Because that wasn't there when I did it on the other one.
The first one is true.
Yeah,
Actually, no, it's not.
obvious.
That odor, of course, so sweet as to be unnatural, and not befitting Gonkard's taste besides. There is no doubt, but I am but certain the drink was poisoned. Now we must ascertain when. What? There are numerous opportunities for our suspect to administer the fatal concoction. Mr. Prentice, pray tell us when you think this occurred. While the food and drink were already on the table, while the food and drink were being served, while the food and drink were being prepared. Already on the table.
Yeah.
Such brazenness! The killer could have peered straight into Goncard's eyes. It was no simple task. Several people were there and claimed to have seen nothing. How could our perpetrator possibly have accomplished such a feat? On second thought, perhaps the poison was carried out during preparation. Perhaps I was wrong. The poison likely occurred while his meal was being served. The poison was contained in a small sealed vial. Well, we found one of those, so...
Well, that is where the poison was contained.
Yes, the vial! Small enough to hide on oneself, and the murderer would only need a moment to apply the poison. Our criminal was meticulous indeed, but not meticulous enough, it would seem. That's a weird reaction.
Why is that guy so happy about this? Change my mind, it's him.
Well, I believe this mystery is all but solved. Mistress Princess, I would give you the honor of revealing the identity of our culprit. I wait with bated breath. It was Senor Sabatender. Senor Sabatender? I must say, this is quite the unexpected development. Pray, forgive my doubt, but I must ask, why? Trust me, an adventurer knows these things. But if I were to tell you, it would ruin the suspense. Because inside the Sabatender was the true killer. Coco Mui.
Only a lot of folk could fit in that costume. It's very obvious.
Yes. Coco Mui? In the Senor Sabatender? Why would he bow? That's you, silly.
So that's the way your mind works, is it? Let's accuse the nearest Lalafell of murder on account he's the size of a Sabatender? You'll need to do better than that. Why in the hells would I kill Goncard? I barely knew the man.
Your gambling habit got the best of you, and you ran out of coins to support it. You were envious of Goncard's luck, and couldn't stand to see him win even once more. You were enamored with Mistress Flurry, and Goncard stood in the way of your heart's desire. I think it's the first one, because they said he was not as lucky as Goncard.
I feel like
I
it was
feel
the
like
second.
it's the second one.
It's the first one. It'll become apparent after.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Juba.
I had the right mind.
Well, you've got me there. It's true my coin purse doesn't jingle as much these days, but tell me, Inspector, how would a murder improve my situation, eh? A man can't very well earn coin while he's in shackles.
I must admit, Kokomui has a fair point. Poverty is hardly a sufficient motive. But something tells me you have already considered this. Pray enlighten us, that we might finally reach the truth of this matter. Kokomui was promised a reward from Roland. Kokomui was after Goncard's Cactpart winnings. Well, if he's dead, I don't think he can get the winnings.
Who's Roland?
It's rolling.
I figured, but who's Roland?
You'll see.
Okay.
What?
Mearo's frown.
I love my death gaze.
I think that's probably you too, silly Roland.
Yeah. As expected, the truth is laid bare by Mistress Mearo's keen intellect. Excellent work, my friend. Excellent work. Your deductions were impeccable. Indeed, it was a Senor Sabatender who stealthily slipped an alchemical concoction into Goncard's drink. And indeed, it was Kokomui inside the costume. All for a reward from yours truly. I suppose you found the parchment then, from the rook to the king, or in other words, from R to K. Most clever, was it not? You have answered all the questions most skillfully. All except for a very simple one. Why? Mayhap you recall Olier's offer to preview our forthcoming attractions? Yes, now you understand. I hope you enjoyed unraveling this mystery as much as we enjoyed weaving it. And look there, it appears our friend Goncord has risen from the dead.
By the gods, I've not had such a peaceful slumber in ages. Roland, you simply must teach me the recipe for that potion.
Now, my dear Goncord, this solution is much too strong for that. The phial contained only enough to ensure you would not awaken earlier than intended. And then, perhaps, a bit more. Forgive me, but it would have been an embarrassment you had your eyes open during the dramatic climax. A climax carried out by Kokomui's masterful performance. Such passion! As promised, you can expect a generous recompense for your artful rendition. And so, Mistress Prentice, I do hope you are entertained by the Gold Saucer's new attraction, Murder at the Manderville Lounge. I admit there are some performances that could stand to be more believable, but I know with time we shall improve. As a whole, however, I believe accolades are in order. A round of applause to all involved, and to Mistress Prentice's ingenuity.
Yeah, Mearo.
I feel very cheated. I was promised death.
Well, you blame the wife at the first chance you got.
Yeah. So when I saw Roland before, when he first came up and said, "Oh, I was just drunk sleeping," I was like, "That's suspicious."
Says that the quest turning's here, but he hasn't loaded. There he is. At last our work is done, quite expertly I might add. However, there is one last matter Master Roland wishes to discuss with you. Pray meet with us in front of El Coloso as soon as circumstances allow.
Oh wow.
Allow. Alright, speaking with Olia, there we go. I sincerely hope you did not take our deception personally, Miss Prentice.
I did.
It was all in good fun. I only hope the puzzle proved challenging enough to keep you entertained throughout.
Why did I not?
Ho ho ho. Who is this? Juba?
It's someone.
I fear we may have to concoct even more devious riddles. Oh god, it's Godbert.
I was gonna say, I bet it's... Oh my god.
Tell it true, lass! Were you confounded by the mystery, subtlety, and nuance? Or was solving it merely child's play to you? Very good, very good! Once inspiration stuck, we labor day and night to create a web of deception and intrigue so thick, not even my dear son would be unable to untangle it. It would seem, however, that there is more work to be done, more flaws to be hammered out.
Of course, Lord Manderville. Mistress Mearo, we are at your disposal should you wish for us to reprise our roles. Who knows, you may even see a performance you missed this time around. Olier, I trust you will accommodate Mistress Mearo's requests. We must hone our craft until it becomes second nature. In the meantime, my attendants shall prepare a reward for your aid today, and with that, I shall take my leave. Farewell.
I shall take my leave as well. Pray enjoy the delights of the gold saucer to your heart's content.
Why does he have dots on his forehead?
Because he's part of Krillin's monastery.
Ooh, what?
Going back to what he said, his son probably would have found some roundabout way to blame Olier for that.
Yeah, probably.
Alright, silly. I think... No, this one was Juba.
Wait.
Not too late.
Talk to the attentive attendant. Don't go away. Come back. You're to get your things.
Alright, well, Juba.
Welcome back, honored guest. I trust that you've come away from the tour with a greater appreciation of all the Gold Saucer has to offer. As a token of our appreciation for your patronage, it is my great pleasure to offer you a complimentary gift from the personal vault of our esteemed proprietor.
And that's silly.
Well, knock me down with a chocobo's tail feather. Is that a new customer I see? Ha ha! I could hardly have picked a better time to drop in for an impromptu inspection.
We just met, buddy. That's you, Juba.
Master Roland, yes, this lady here has but this moment completed her introductory tour.
Is that so? Well then, allow me to personally welcome you to the Gold Saucer. I am Roland, good madman, the fellow entrusted with overseeing the daily affairs of this fine establishment on behalf of our esteemed proprietor, a great man if there ever was one. You are an adventurer, yes? Aye, your dress and bearing told me as much. I dare say, then, that on your travels you have seen firsthand the difficulties which yet plague our nation. Witness the struggles of Alamigo's displaced masses, and those whose homes were consumed in the fires of the calamity. The Sultanate is not unsympathetic to their plight, of course, yet how can one begin to provide succor to such countless multitudes? One man had an answer. Godbert Manderville had a dream of a house of untold wonders that would provide stable employment and lodgings to the displaced, mirth and merriment to the disconsolate, and prosperity and plenty to the Sultanate at large. To many of our patrons, the Gold Saucer is merely Eorzea's foremost entertainment venue, a place to forget their cares for the day. To me, it is one of their founding stones upon which our realm will be rebuilt, a miracle wrought by the hand of the greatest man I have ever known. Something tells me you understand that which I have told you, that you, perchance, share a similar dream. But I shall keep you no longer. The Gold Saucer and all its wonders await you, friend. Pray enjoy them to your heart's content. Till we meet again, may the spinner's pull be ever kind.
Alright, so you wanted me to talk to who? This attendant here?
There's a quest. No. You left the area where the quest was completed before, and did not complete the whole thing. There's a... Oh, I went the wrong way. I don't remember where it is anymore. It's this way. Okay.
Oh, that's attendant.
Yes.
Alright. This is the astute adventurer who so skillfully untangled the Gold Saucer's murder mystery. I believe I speak for everyone involved when I say you have our utmost gratitude. But of course, your efforts deserve to be rewarded with more than just words. Greg at the entrance square awaits with a prize that I'm sure will prove most satisfactory.
You
Juba,
need to call him Greggy.
Juba, do you want to voice Greg? Greg, eh?
Good.
I think it'd be better if we call him Greg A.
Alright, here's Greg, eh?
Say no more. Olier has already explained everything. But surely you've already deduced that. Nonetheless, I shall give you my thanks, along with the reward you so greatly deserve. May it serve you well the next time an impenetrable mystery unravels before your wit.
There we go.
Dodo bombed.
We got the achievement, Gold Digger, and now we also got this emote.
And a lot of envelopes.
I'll turn those in later. Alright, so I'm gonna teleport to North Shroud. I will later.
No, they don't actually get turned in. That's
See?
okay.
I don't have to use them.
Oh, these ones do.
Alright. Teleporting away.
Where are you teleporting to? Volgard, float.
So here we are in Fulgard. I'm going to stop my recording for a brief moment here. Now that that's done, that one was extra long, but that's okay.